Oh yeah, what is up everybody? Welcome. Doing a little Scream 3 watch party today. My name is Alfred, and we're talking a little bit about the Scream franchise. I guess we're not talking today, we're really watching a movie, is what we're actually doing. So welcome on in everybody, welcome. Get seated, get your popcorn and ready and all that good shit right now. Welcome. Tori is with us, the first one in the chat, super excited to watch some Scream 3. What's up my friend? Welcome. Julian is saying first, and what's up, Stinky? Had to say it again. That's all good. Make it a thing, Julian. Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. I'm not that stinky today. Significantly less stinkier than last time. Reaper Kid is with us too, saying, what's up? What's up, Reaper Kid? How's it going? Welcome in. Denisha, thanks for being a channel member, my friend. What's up? Welcome in. Jamie Hill is saying hello. Hello, Jamie. How are you? Welcome in. Danny is saying, what up, channel? What up to the whole dang channel? What's up, Danny? How's it going? Welcome in, dude. Gunner's with us tonight, too, saying, what if Mean Girl was a thriller about Katie who finds out that the plastics are cold murderers who kill their classmates? You got to call up Michael Kennedy about that. He would love that idea, is what it sounds like to me. Welcome in, man. Batty, what's up, Batty? Saying, hey, what up? What up? Want to watch a little Scream 3 tonight? I'm excited for it. Oh, Movies in Full is saying, hey, so happy to be here. Missed last week's watch on replays today. Well, I'm glad you're here live now. Movies in Full. Thanks for being here with us. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Jamie saying the Scream franchise is one of my favorites. I love it. It's always a good, like, if you just need something at the end of the night, you know, just, I need something to watch that's going to be good, that's going to be enjoyable, put on a Scream film. It's always going to be good, no matter what mood you're in. Sarah Campbell, what's up, Sarah? How's it going? Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a channel member. I appreciate ya. Thanks for hanging out. What's up? Kyle Scumberg is saying, good evening. I can't wait to watch Scream 3 again. You know, this is probably the Scream film I've watched the least, so I'm actually excited to do a rewatch myself. I think it's one of my favorite ones because it's a solo killer, but I still think there is a second killer, but we didn't know about. Interesting. That might have been in the original plans. You know, rumor has it that Angelina was supposed to be one of the killers in this one. I wonder if there's anyone who hasn't seen it, because, like, I don't know. Is there anyone out there who hasn't seen Scream 3? Can I talk spoilers? Or is there someone out there who's like, it's my first time watching it? I don't know. We're going to get to it in a sec, by the way. I just like saying hi to everybody first. Because it's, you know, listen, if you invite someone into your house, what do? Do you just ignore them? No. I say, hey. I say, would you like a Sprite? Not sponsored. I don't know. I wish I could offer you all Sprites, but none of you are in Ohio. Maybe some of you are. I don't know. But HMG Loves God is saying, yo, Jake, what's up? My kids got taken. What? Dear Lord, I'm so sorry, my friend. I don't know what's going on there, but welcome in. Oliver Hardung is saying, hello, I need a massage. I could use a massage myself, man. It's been a stressful week. What's up, dog? Thanks for being a channel member. Thanks for hanging out with us. Greg Bruckner is saying, hi, Jake. Sorry, but I won't be here to watch the movie. I'm really busy, but I hope you have fun. Sorry again. Dude, it's all good. I just appreciate you coming in and saying hi. Means a lot to me, Greg. You can always watch the replay, too. There's always going to be that option. Mr. Rick, look at you killing it over here, man. Throwing 10 bucks out there. Thank you so much for the support. Saying, what's up? I can't wait to find out what next watch along is. I decided that if I don't have it on physical media, I would buy it. Hopefully I could do it. You know what? That's a great question. I'm thinking about doing Texas Chainsaw next. Just next up, let's run it. I want to do Scream 4 eventually, Screams 4, 5, and 6. I just don't want to do them all back to back. You know, I feel like we're gonna get screamed out. I don't think this group of people would, but I like to just, you know, toss it up, do some different movies. So we might do Texas Chainsaw Massacre next. That might be fun. I don't know. So if you want to buy that one, there you go. It's gonna be a good place to start. We might do Texas Chainsaw. I was going to commit to a Valentine's Day watch party, but I don't think I can this year now. So I'm just like, you know, that would kind of suck if I were to be busy on that day now. So I don't think we're going to do one 2 weeks from now. But on the 7th, we'll be doing Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I believe, Mr. Rick. So, dude, thank you so much for the 10 bucks. Again, go get yourself a physical copy of that bad boy, because it's a good one to own. It's a killer movie, man. HMG, thank you so much, my friend. I'm your favorite YouTuber. Like, out of all of them, me? My stinky ass? Damn, dude. I appreciate it. Ty is with us tonight saying, just want to say hi. See you next week. I don't like Scream 3. Entirely fair. It's my least favorite, but I still enjoy it. I still think it's a fun one to turn on every now and then, but entirely fair, Ty. Like I said earlier, this is my least watched Scream film, so I'm actually kind of excited to rewatch it, give it another watch. I think I've only seen it like 4 or 5 times, maybe. Showing people it a few times there. Batty is saying, when is The Purge 6 coming out? Great question. It's in the works. James DeMonico is working on it. He's said it's been in the works for a while now. Anthony Jameson is saying, do you think Daffy Duck would make a good Godzilla? Probably not. No, probably not, Anthony, but a very interesting question nonetheless. Welcome in. Mr. Rick is gifted a KillJoy Jake membership as well. Mr. Rick, you are the MVP of this stream. Thank you, my friend, for the support. And whoever got it, welcome to the fold. You'll be able to vote in this week's Versus poll for whatever the heck is going on with that. Scream 6 versus Halloween Kills. Which one do you think is better? It'll be announced next Monday what the community decides. So go check that out. Mr. Rick, thanks for the support, man. Appreciate that. Rye Shy Guy is saying, hey, Jake, hope everyone enjoys the watch party. Can't stay long, head into a screening of Abigail. Ooh, you're seeing that one early? Very nice. I hope you enjoy, my friend. No spoilers in the chat, though. I don't think I'm going to be able to see it for a couple of months here, but I'm excited. Enjoy, my friend. Enjoy. Alex19881 is saying the original plan was for Stu Macher to be in Scream 3. He was going to be in prison, leading a cult of Ghostface killers. What is confirmed about the original plans for Scream 3 is my dude Kevin Williamson wanted to have a cult of ghost faces. The Stu thing, I don't know if that's confirmed or not, if I'm being completely honest. What I know about Scream 3, though, is the big reveal at the end was that a lot of the characters that had died throughout the entire film would come back at the end. Like, they would wake up. It was going to take place in Woodsboro and shit, too. They were going to wake up. It was going to be this big cult of Stab fans that all were the killer. I'm not 100% sure actually where the Stu thing comes from. I've read into it recently to talk about it on this stream, and I have yet to come across something that says that Stu Macher was actually going to come back in 3. Although we do hear a lot of people talking about that. I do know the cult of Ghostface thing. That's for real though. It was like this cult of fans who loved the Stab movies, who were killing everybody and trying to get Sidney out of hiding. It was going to take place in Woodsboro too, which is something I just learned. I was like, oh, no way. Not Hollywood. That was an Aaron Kruger invention, who writes this movie opposed to Kevin Williamson. Lots of interesting stuff here, man. Ashley S, thanks for being a channel member, my friend. What's up? Welcome in. We're gonna get Scream 3 going here in just a couple of minutes. Just want to say hi to a few more people. The Supreme Coven is saying, hey everyone. What's up? Welcome in. All right. Do a Saw marathon? Dude, absolutely, man. Yeah. Oh, I would be so down for Saw. That would be fun. Maybe leading up to 11, we'll do that later on in the year. That'd be a lot of fun, dude. Michael is also stating he stated he got paid. He did. Yeah, no, he did get paid for Scream 3, even though the movie was just based off of his notes. A lot of those were thrown out too, which I think kind of sucks. Aaron Kruger was like, I'll use some of this, but not all of it. A lot of that too was because of the studio being like, hey, we got to make this movie fun and silly for some reason. Well, not for some reason. There's a specific thing, but I don't want to really get into all of that. Not here. I guess this would be the place to do it, right? It was all because of Columbine, but I feel like if I talk any more about that, YouTube's just going to be like, shut the heck up, Jake. Don't be talking about all that crazy shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to get into it. Let's run it. Let's run this shit. Here we go. Bam. All right, so we're going to be starting the movie here in just a couple of minutes. Everyone get ready, because once I hit this timer, it's going. We're not stopping. We're not going back. I'm going to give everyone like a minute or so. Last time, we had a few people come in like last minute who were like, wait a minute, oh my God, I just missed it. I just missed the buzzer. So I want to give everyone a minute just to get ready, get settled. And then we're going to get to it. We're going to get this bad boy on the road. Get the show on the road, I should say. Johnny's throwing 5 out there, man. Johnny, thank you so much for the support, man. I really appreciate you. Great to have you back. Do you remember the days where you had just horror films instead of Friends? Feels like yesterday. Oh, man. What a time to be alive. I used to have this rather cringe saying I would do at the beginning of these videos where I'd be like, instead of having friends, I have horror movies. But then I gained a lot of friends through doing this. So I can't really say that anymore. You know, it's simply not true anymore. I'm very fortunate to have a lot of friends on here. You guys are the best. So I'm very thankful for it. Very, very thankful for the friendship, kinship, all kinds of ships that have happened through this channel. I'm very thankful, eternally grateful for it. Something that will truly be a highlight of my entire life. So Johnny, I greatly appreciate it, not only from you, but the rest of the wonderful people in the chat tonight. So thank you for the support, man. Looking forward to Scream 3 too. Hell yeah, dude. I'm excited. We're gonna get this thing on the road. Look at this. Paul is already ready. I have the movie on pause. It just got into my room. Badass. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this show on the road. Here we go. So I do this fun little thing where I play it and I have to click the mouse at the same time. So this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough to do. I'm watching it on my phone right now, which I think is interesting. But let's do this. I slip into this ASMR mode when I'm watching movies because I usually don't like to talk over movies. Like I'm very not a movie talker. Not very good at not very good at doing all that. So here we go. Let's run it. And 3, 2, 1. I have ads. Fun fact, everybody. I totally forgot to do the ads thing beforehand. I'm a little ill prepared tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a long time, or it's been a long day, I should say. Thankfully, it's only like 30 seconds. Oh no, this is far beyond. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna have to restart this just real quick. I'm so sorry. Everyone's like, what the heck's going on? What's going on? Just give me 2 seconds, everybody. There's like 6 ads, actually. I thought it was just one, like, 20-second one. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. A little unprofessional on my part. We'll get this thing going in just 2 seconds. Usually have this ready. Denisha, we're waiting. We're starting back. Okay, because Jake fucked up, too. So welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you, Denisha. I Like Screaming Ice Cream is saying kind of unrelated, but can't wait to go see T3 in theaters. Terrifier, not the scrappy Terminator sequel. I'm very excited for Terminator 3 as well. No, I'm kidding. I'm messing with you, man. No, Terrifier 3 is going to be awesome. I can't wait. It is going to be great. Ashley, I appreciate your patience. It means a whole lot. We're going to get this show on the road in just like a minute here. The best. Oh, you the best Scream is 3 for you, Melissa? Damn, that's a hot take. It's a hot take, my friend. But welcome in. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for hanging out. I cannot believe how many ads there are on Paramount Plus. There are 6 ads on this platform that are all 30 seconds. Where can you watch it? You're so right, Ashley. I didn't even throw that up. Paramount. I'm currently watching it on Paramount Plus. I'm sure it's on Vudu as well. Let's look this up just real quick. Where can we watch this movie? Gonna give that a pause. Amazon Prime, Philo, I don't know what the heck that is. MGM Plus, Paramount Plus, YouTube, Roku, Google Play, Vudu. I'm going a little fast, but there's a lot of places where you can watch this bad boy. $3.99 to rent it on some of those platforms as well. So in case that's maybe the vibe, that's maybe what you're going for. You own it on VOD. There you go, Paula. Very good stuff. I have the Steelbook, but I just don't have a way to watch it sitting here. in my room and my TV, I got a place for it, but yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am ready to go. How's everyone else? What's everyone else doing? How we doing? I think Ashley's saying she's still looking for a place to watch it. I can't stream the movie for those who are joining us. Maybe this is your first time on a watch party. I legally cannot stream the movie, or Miramax or someone will come after me and then shut all this fun stuff down. That would suck. I had someone on stream the other day say that people stream movies all the time on Twitch, and I don't know. I don't know how you could possibly get away with that when you can't even put 5 seconds of a movie in a YouTube video without it just getting cut down. So I don't know how that's even possible, but there you go. So go check it out. Go make that happen. Got it on Prime. There we go, Ashley. All right. Ashley is ready, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this thing going right now. And okay. It's always hard for me to coordinate. And here we go. For reals this time. 3, 2, 1. That Dimension logo, it hits hard. It really does. You know, I remember a lot of the horror movies I used to watch back in the day were all from Dimension. A lot of the ones I liked growing up. You're hoping your kiddo doesn't pay attention to the screen? This one's not too brutal. It's not too bad. I imagine kids could watch this movie. Val's with us tonight. What's up to the general? Welcome in, welcome in. Gotta love Cotton Weary. What a jerk. What's up, Hassan? Welcome in. Welcome in. Hi, hi, hi. This is one of your favorites, Val. Very nice. Very nice. This one's goofy. It's a silly one, all right. I'm talking to Cotton Weary. Dude's got the car phone. That dates this movie like crazy. Opening scene's pretty good, not as good as two. Yeah, I really like the opening scene in the assembly cut better. I did a whole video on that a little while ago. I personally think it was a much better cut than what we actually got in the movie. You know, my favorite part of this opening scene, though, is the Creed song. What if? Oh, before watching this, you didn't even know car phones were a thing? Oh, yeah, dude. Watch a bunch of like 90s and late 80s movies. It's in there. It's crazy. It's funny stuff. I love the unattached voice there. You just hit me. Where did that come from? That's so funny. How would you be able to watch the assembly cut? I can't tell you how I was able to do it. I might get in trouble for that. I've seen it myself, and I did a little breakdown of it on the page. Did that late last year. Drizzy is saying Roger Jackson really mastered the Ghostface voice in this movie. I've always felt he was underutilized here because of the voice changer. There's just not enough Roger in this one for me. But he is good when he's on. He's on, you know. She's doing a Squidward there. La da dee, la da doo, la da dum. That's funny. Biggest difference in the assembly cut is you don't see Christine, and you don't even know if she's the one on the phone or not. And I think that just builds the tension a little better, personally. I love Creed. I don't care. This is the like one of the best horror movie soundtracks ever. Banging. And Quentin Tarantino would love this shot. Dear God. Roger Jackson is amazing. Absolutely. Great voice for Ghostface. Jump scares just jumping into. What's up? What's up? Welcome in. Welcome in. You got 7 ads. I got 7 ads too. Jump scare TV. I had to restart it. It was rough. It was a rough start here, but we're making it in. We're making it happen. Scream 3 has the best soundtrack. Absolutely. Oh, dude, without a doubt. Without a doubt, Derek. I couldn't agree more. It's my favorite soundtrack of the whole franchise. That line really makes me with Cotton screaming at Christine there. Obviously, it's not Cotton, but it makes me wish we had gotten some version of Scream 3 or one of these earlier Scream movies where Cotton had actually become the killer. I love Liev Schreiber's little vocal performance there. Would have been interesting to see. But I think his fate here is deserved, to say the least. After what happened in 2. Movies in full. The scariest thing about this movie is Gail's hair. I don't disagree, man. This is a comedy movie in my opinion. Um, but some people really enjoy that element to Scream 3. Uh, but I'm with you there. Drizzy is asking, can you tell us the changes you'd make in the movie as we go along? I did that in Scream during the Scream 2 one, so I'll probably do that here as well. With this opening, like I said earlier, biggest thing is like I just love the way the assembly cut did it. They led you to believe that Cotton was on the phone with Christine the entire time, but he was not. He was talking to someone with a voice changer, and I thought that was just a really nice cop out, a really good way to introduce Ghostface's new weapon here. Do I like the Roman reveal? I have mixed feelings about it. I think Scott Foley is just a great Ghostface actor. I love how like intense he is in the third act for sure. Um, I'm not great. I hate his motive. I don't like it at all. It's soap opera. It's secret. I don't know. Secret Brothers. That's just it's a cop out for me personally. I'm just not crazy about it. It doesn't add anything to the first movie either. It just makes this movie exist. That's all it does. It's a little cheap in my opinion. Okay, but there's no denying that that is simply the coolest title card of the entire franchise. Just following the 3. I mean, come on, that's awesome. Bobby G is saying Ghostface has some pretty advanced tech with the voice changer. I agree. A lot of people like to argue me on this, but that technology did not exist at the time. So this is the only Scream movie that exists outside of the bounds of reality for that kind of for that reason and many others. But still it's interesting nonetheless. It's a different take, and I appreciate it for that. I just don't think a lot of the commentary works because of that element. But if you ignore all the commentary, it's fun for what it is. It's a fun little goofy slasher. The first time you watched this, you didn't recognize Roman without the glasses. That's funny. Yeah, we don't see much of Roman before his reveal too. Wish we would have. Wish he was like in the group a bit more. I love this though. Sidney Prescott like working to help other victims of trauma. I think that's an excellent evolution of the character. And there's those bangs. Funny Jackson Watkins, what's up? What's up? Hello, hello. Loving the Spider-Man PFP. Welcome in. We're watching a little Scream 3 if you want to jump in. You're subscribed? Hell yeah, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you. We're 12 minutes into Scream 3. Hop on in. Be a fun time. Jackson Watkins. And there's Patrick Dempsey, ladies and gentlemen. We might get him back in Scream 7. Would be cool for him to come back, for sure. Love his character here, too. Bit of a red herring as well. I love how we immediately establish like this is the final movie in the trilogy, you know, and we're even talking about that in universe here. There's a I love that this movie does feel like a Scream film. They didn't lose that just a couple of years later and a lot of production problems in between. I'm thankful that the feel is still there, even if, you know, plot elements are lost. And a different version of Red Right Hand too. I don't know if you guys have ever heard the alternate version on the Scream 2 soundtrack. I don't believe they used it for the movie, but it's awesome. It's like one of my favorite versions of it. It's got this it's like spooky drum track to it. I love it. I love that line. He was making a movie called Stab. He got stabbed. Have I watched the Chucky series? I've watched a little bit of it. I kind of lost interest. I'm gonna be honest. May Ann is joining in too. What's up? What's up? Hello, Scream lovers. Welcome in. Welcome in. You're in the right place, my friend. We're 15 or so minutes into Scream 3. Hop on in, my dude. I've honestly never been crazy about these side characters. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't even think any of them are particularly bad. Just nothing that really stands out. But besides Parker Posey, who we're going to meet in the second here, but Angelina, Sarah Darling, I don't know. Just nothing that really stands out to me. You gotta love that yellow pantsuit, though. Dear God. Ketchup and mustard. Justice for Jennifer Jolie. She is great in this. Oh, Jennifer Jolie is excellent in this movie. One of my favorite side characters in the whole franchise for sure. Parker Posey is fantastic too, not just in this movie, but she's also in this really bizarre film called Beau's Afraid. I recommend it, but not for the faint of heart. It's a weird one, but she is excellent in it. Yellow pantsuit Gale was legendary. Not gonna lie, I feel it, dude. I feel it, man. They can't keep Tori spelling out of their mouths. That's funny. Screaming Ice Cream, I agree. I do. I do love how they kind of dived into Charles Lee Ray's backstory and how they connected it to the Bride of Chucky movies, like showing Jennifer Tilly in that story. It kind of merges those two very tonally different movies together, which was maybe my favorite part of the show that I saw. That is that's the thing about that scene. Tom is great there, and then I feel like he's just kind of forgettable the rest of the movie. A lot of moments like that with these characters. No press on set. Get out of here. Jennifer and Gail have great chemistry and comedic timing. I agree. That is definitely one of my favorite parts of this movie. I wish that they didn't start working together so easily, though. They just, they get into a fight, like a near fist fight, and then like a scene later, they're working together. That bugs me a little bit. And Jade's Silent Bob, like, what? What's really funny about that is that technically puts the Scream universe in the Askewniverse, which is like a lot of Kevin Smith movies. So Dogma is canon to this, is basically what I'm saying, if you guys have seen that movie. Whatever happened to Sydney's dad? Just kind of disappears after this one. Did they ever like? Am I just forgetting that? Am I just forgetting that like did he die off screen or something? Jumpscare TV is saying the house blowing up. Yeah, it's pretty wild. That house sequence starts off so strong too. Man, I everything with stone is a lot of fun, but you get to the end of that and you're just like, what is even happening at this point? Um, Movies in Full is saying I watched Sick for the first time today. Kevin Williamson really just said copy and paste, just changed the font. Yeah, they really borrow from the Scream movies. Same twist from 2 and everything. It was weird. Sick is it's a bit of a frustrating movie for sure. And here we got Sydney's ghost mom. I've seen this movie like 6 times now, I want to say, and I still don't know what the point of that sequence is. I don't know, just to remind us that Sydney's mom is dead, I guess. This part scared the hell out of you as a kid. That's really funny. And there's I think that's the Static X tune for this, right? That little bit we got there. Cool to know that Sarah Darling was a Static X fan before she died. So it's like, yeah, that's okay. That's pretty cool. This is maybe my favorite sequence of the whole film, too. I love this entire scene. You've seen this one like 300 times. Wow, nice. Nice, Melissa. I love the love. Gotta love the love. So many cameos in this movie, too. There's so many, just across the board. And someone, to reply to what someone was saying earlier, Wes Craven is in the background of that scene from earlier with Jay and Silent Bob. He's like, I think he's like one of the guys with like a camera or something, if I'm remembering correctly. What is Drizzy saying here? Wasn't there an alternate version of the scene? I believe it was a POV shot of someone watching her go in the studio. Um, yeah, in the assembly cut for this film, there's this crazy like long super wide shot that like it zooms in on the studio from super far away or something, and I think that's what it is. What you're talking about there, you see her pulling up or something. I see why it was cut. It's a very experimental shot, but it was cool. It was cool. It really stood out. What made Carrie Fisher agree to cameo for this movie? Dude, Scream was huge in the late '90s, man. I mean, there's a lot of people begging to be in these movies. I mean, oh my god, like I wouldn't even care what the script was if they were like, dude, come hang out on set, be in the movie for a scene. I'd be like, yeah, let's do it. It's Scream, you know. It's like let's go, let's make this happen. This is another thing too. That line about the rewrites. That's a bit of meta dialogue there. There was a like tons and tons and tons of rewrites with this movie. Very dicey production on this one. This part is so good. I agree. This is maybe my favorite chase of the whole movie. Maybe my favorite chase and kill. This is the scene when people ask me like what sticks out about this movie the most to you. Definitely right here, this moment with all the costumes. I love this scene with all the fake weapons too. Like that's so funny. That's so goofy. And you gotta love the cheesy romance between Gale and Dewey. Roman loves pushing stuff at people. He sure does. That's a big tactic of his in this movie. That's really funny. I do love the casual Diane Sawyer name drop again here. That's really funny. A little callback to the last movie, if you will. In that assembly cut I was talking about earlier too, there are a lot of additional scenes with Gale and Dewey that were cut. One in particular features them and Parker Posey. They're all driving around town, right before I want to say like right at the second act break before we get into the party sequence at the at Roman's birthday party or whatever. Villain killing Dylan, what's up, man? No way I'm late to this party. It's okay. We're only 30 minutes into it. Hop on in. Dewey and Gale are setting up their sexual tension, which is probably a weird thing to say to someone just hopping in. But welcome, welcome, welcome. Movies in full is saying I love at the end of this where Sydney and Roman are just screaming at each other. True siblings right there. That's really funny. This whole scene is so goofy. Dude, she just like, dude just picks her up. Like she has to be consoled or something. That's so funny. And I love having the voice of Joe Swanson in this movie too. It's iconic. Why they got to kill? That's so funny. Why they got to kill Joe Swanson though? I know it's brutal. Luddy, what's going on, my friend? How's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. We're watching a little Scream 3. We're about 33 minutes into it. That's a lot of threes. Hop on in. Oh my God, we got a bunch of new people coming in. What's up? What's up? Retroactive, how's it going? Mr. Jake, what's up? What's up? Welcome in. I do like that they work in elements of what the cast and crew of these movies ended up having to do to keep things offline. Like they actually, I love that they work that into the script. I think that's actually a lot of fun. Luddy, thank you. Thank you so much, man. Yes, and may I say your hair again today, 10 out of 10. Thank you. Thank you so much. I've actually been doing it before streams. So Travis Dale just made it in. What's up? What's up, Travis? How's it going? We're only 34 minutes or well, wow, 35 minutes into Scream 3. Hop on in, man. RJ is with us too, saying, sorry I'm late for this. Just got back from bingo. Hell yeah. Hop on in, dude. Courtney Cox's hair in this movie was in business for itself. Someone said earlier it's the scariest part of this movie, and I can't disagree. Yeah, speaking of which, Mr. Rick, that sidekick cop does have a lot of really funny lines. He's really hamming it up in this movie, you know? It's very funny. I don't know why that makes me laugh every time I hear it, but when she's like, "Oh no, I killed someone," and then Cindy, all she can say is like, "Are you sure?" That just cracks me up. Who would try so hard to not leak the ending of a movie called Stab? Wait, what? Who would not let the ending of a movie called Stab 3 get leaked? It's not Endgame or something like that. Well, it's meta to the actual films because the ending to Scream 2 ended up getting leaked, which resulted them having to change it. You might remember too that the ending of Scream 6 got leaked before it came out, and it was all online. Thankfully, I was able to avoid it, but my God, that was a whole thing. Twins Freeman, what's up? What's up? Howdy, hey, welcome in, welcome in. Jump into Scream 3 with us, dog. I always diss this movie, but it's aight. I do too. I have a love-hate relationship with it. It might be goofy. I might not be able to take it seriously, but it is a fun watch. It is fun for what it is. Still would have loved to have seen the original version of this, though, which was all about the cult of Ghostface. But there's no denying, ooh, soundtrack of this one is banging. Love this song. I agree. Whole soundtrack is banging. Villain Killing Dylan is saying if Kincaid is in Scream 7, I wonder if Wallace will be there too. I'm good. I'm all set on that personally. Mr. Rick is saying, "Oh boy, not the house scene. This is worse than the musical number in 2." Man, both of those are contenders for worst moment in the whole franchise. I'll say that. House explosion or the musical number? Which one's worse? Man, that's tough. Tough spot to fight for there. Am I the only one who thinks that photo looks photoshopped? Like I know that that wasn't shit they had back then, but I don't know. There's just something about it. It looks fake. Don't even know how to explain it, but yeah. Can you please be silent? I'm trying to watch the movie. Well, that's why it's a watch party, my friend. If I was silent the whole time, I wouldn't really be doing nothing up here, you know? Looked very green screened. I agree. I don't know. I don't even know. It's weird. It's bizarre. Luddy is saying the voice changer in this movie was a cool twist, but turned horrible because there was zero explanation how or who made it. I agree. 5 and 6 loved the voice module in the costume, but wanted explanations also. Yeah, I wish we would have gotten something about why our ghost faces were using technology. Just a little throwaway line at the ending. Something. Maybe one of the characters was Like I don't know, in college working on tech or something. Like a throwaway line like that would have been nice. This film is different in that it tries to experiment. They were kind of forced to do that though, Christopher. That's kind of why I'm not. I don't know. I don't really. I see it less as experimentation. I see it as them trying to get around what the studio wanted for this movie, which is I think why a lot of it doesn't work for me. They wanted less blood and less guts and more just goofiness to lean into, which Wes Craven, a lot of the people behind the scenes were not very happy about. In the assembly cut, we get a demo of the computer program that backs up and restores voices. That was really cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's poorly placed in the assembly cut, in my opinion. I wish we could have gotten that maybe in the opening, but it is a cool sequence to see, just to know where it came from, for sure. So I'm with you, Dylan. I love that scene. I really don't know why. I think honestly, biggest reason it was taken out of the movie, they just didn't know where to put it. So no one's smelling the gas, huh? No one's smelling all that gas that's brimming in this household. This man, this scene is rough. It like actually annoys me a little bit. I'm just going like, whoever, like get to it. It is a pretty impressive explosion. I'll give it that. I believe they did that with a smaller scale model of the house, like a miniature. Michael Bay would be proud. How does she not have a flashlight? Dude, I know. I know, man. I do like this aftermath sequence though. This scene actually is pretty cool. Sets up a lot of fun things. James is asking Jake's thoughts after this rewatch. Sid's the best. Is Sid the best part? Oh, that's tough. I think Sydney is a badass in this movie, but I wish we would have gotten more of her in the front half. You know, she doesn't really do a lot until she comes in a couple scenes later. Oh my god, is that like the next scene? Kind of like how the other two movies focus on Sydney a little more, where this one's kind of like she's in the background for the front half, and then she kind of comes in to save the day at the end. It's very similar to Scream 5 in that sense. For real, not one flashlight. My lawyer likes that. I love this scene, but I wish they didn't team up later. That's my only thing. I love them bickering. I wish we got more of that. This is another thing that's great about the assembly cut too. Um, in Scream 3, wow, what was I saying? In the assembly cut for Scream 3, Angelina is a much bigger red herring than she already is. There's a lot more additional scenes with her that builds her up as this like ooh like really mysterious figure. All the things she had to do to get the Sydney part. Much more to it in the other version of this. Jumpscare TV is saying Gail and Dewey carried this movie. Billy, what's going on, man? What's up, fam? I know I'm late. My daughter's fave tonight. Happy to send my watch with everyone while pretending to work. Hell yeah, Billy. Welcome in, man. We're 50 or so minutes in, but there's still a lot more to enjoy. So welcome, welcome. Appreciate you. Getting back to the Sydney question from earlier. James is saying I can agree with that. She's in the background of this quite a bit, but she still gives a good performance for this film. She does. No, she absolutely does. Still, without a doubt in my mind, my favorite Sydney performance is in the first one, though, for sure. David Arquette's acting in this one, especially, very goofy. I love that head turn is just cracks me up every time. Billy is saying all good. Only seen this one 1,000 times. I can catch up quick. Hell yeah, dude. Welcome in. Welcome in. Christopher wants to see Sydney back as the main character. Seven should conclude the core four story that began in five. And then nine. Oh my god, man, we're really flashing ahead, Christopher. Nice. I think very likely scenario with Seven, if Spyglass is willing to pay Nev Campbell, is that she might be the focal point of it again. We'll just have to see. I feel like the core four storylines are over until a different studio is able to get their hands on the franchise. Do, do you feel like a baby Roman? Is that like the line from the opening to Six, but with Roman? Because that's really funny if so. Jump scare saying kind of random, but I don't want Jason Blum to do Scream 7. I think it's really going to come down to whoever directs it for me personally. I think Blumhouse as a studio wouldn't do an awful job with it. I just feel like they're very lenient with whoever they decide to choose to direct or write their projects nowadays, especially. So as long as they get the right people, Blumhouse might not, but I don't think a Blumhouse Scream would be awful as long as they got the right person to do it. That's what it's all going to come down to. Right director, right good writer, all that stuff. And we got to get that Randy cameo in there. Come on. Shit happens, man. When does the 4K version of Red Right Hand come out? Oh man, that's you're gonna be waiting a long time, JJ. You're gonna... I remember Vincent DeSanti from Womp Stomp Films uh, begged me and Matt not to make Blu-rays for the Kickstarter. I really wanted to too, and he was like, "Don't do that." He's like, "Oh, dude, it'll be so much work. It's not worth it." Karen Kolchak killed Randy. She was the secret ghost face we didn't know about all along. He should have stayed a virgin. That's why he died. That's funny. Ashley's gonna go finish the movie later. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, Ashley. Appreciate you. Oh, Paula, you've never seen Reservoir Dogs? Oh my God, that's a 10 out of 10 right there. If you've never seen that, great 10 out like just a genuinely one of the best low budget movies ever made. Wayne just hopped in too. What's up, Wayne? It's 12:08 p.m. Thursday here in Australia. Wayne is from the future, as we know, as all Australians are. Welcome in, man. Appreciate you. I've screamed through you on VHS videotape and Blu-ray. Plus, of all people, first saw it in the theaters with your mom. Very nice, Wayne. Well, welcome in, man. If you want to watch Scream with us, it's still Wednesday night for old Jake. Hop on in. I've always felt this scene would have flowed just a little better if both of these characters ended up going to this place at the same time and then had this whole conversation in front of Carrie Fisher. It would have been a little more chaotic, but I think that would have added a lot more value to this bickering relationship of these two characters who maybe secretly do have a lot in common, but they don't want to believe it. Carrie Fisher is great in this movie. I also don't think Jennifer would make that reference to Woodsboro High. I don't know. There's a lot of weird things about the dialogue in this one. Um, I like these cameos. A lot of fun cameos in this movie for sure. Wayne is saying Mark is a big red herring in this film. I agree. I agree a lot. It's very overlooked. When I like to think of the red herrings in this, Angelina is the first to come to mind. But you're very right. Mark is a little suspicious. There's a scene coming up where him and Sydney talk, and it's a little weird, little weird back and forth between those two.
When you're launching a
no
new
way.
product with a tight deadline,
2 weeks?
Grammarly's tone suggestion.
Sorry about the ad, everybody. Got past it. Parker Posey wants to come back to the franchise. Dude, she died, you know? There's a lot of characters I love in these movies, but, you know, if they're dead, they're dead. That leaves room for more people to come in and have awesome performances. I feel like it kind of devalues characters when they just keep coming back. Movies in Full is saying to think that if John Milton wasn't such a disgusting human being, none of this would have happened. A lot of commentary. A lot of commentary on what was going on in real Hollywood here, too. JJ saying Mark and Cade gives a devilish look when he shows up at the mansion out of nowhere. It makes him look sus. It does. There's a lot of moments in the dialogue too between him and Sydney that gives him this weird vibe. I think he's just flirting with her, but on first watch, that's not what you're thinking about. Wayne, oh my god, I don't think I knew this. The Saw franchise and the Scream Link is Jenny McCarthy is married to Donnie Wahlberg. Is that true? I genuinely did not know that, Wayne. That's crazy. Um, yeah, that's wild, man. Wild stuff. This is another question I have. Why are all the sets similar to the original? Like, is that? I feel like they could have done a lot here. Could have done some crazier sets. Stab 3 takes place somewhere else. I don't know. Maybe that's supposed to be a reference to the original outline for Scream 3. James is talking about, yeah, how Columbine heavily affected this movie. The biggest thing that has come up in my readings is that the studio really wanted the movie to be a little more watered down with the horror and lean more into the comedic elements. So we definitely would have gotten a scarier film, which it's just the biggest thing about this movie that I feel like that it lacks. It's hardly a horror film. It's just got this comedic like Hollywood edge to it. It almost feels like an Austin Powers movie or something. I don't know, or like just a scary movie that hilariously came out the same year. So I think that's what takes it out for me. I wish there was some scarier moments for sure. Yeah, Bobby, I feel you. The PG horror brings this movie down massively. JJ is saying, I could not believe Killjoy Jake blessed us with watching his least favorite, but my favorite Scream. I still like this movie. I do. It's my least favorite, but I still enjoy it. It's cool to see all the characters in another movie. It's plush. Welcome in, my friend. So it's counting this exactly where I'm at in the movie, so you can follow along with us. I can't stream the movie legally, or someone will come after me and be like, Jake, don't do none of that. They'll punch me in the face if I were to stream the movie. That would be bad. So watch along with us at home. We're about an hour and 5 minutes into it. Do I listen to Limp Bizkit in real life? That's such a good question. There is some Limp Bizkit that I really like. Some of it's a little too goofy for me, though, is what I will say. Um, I think that's part of why I decided to make fun of them a little bit in my fan film. I think Fred Durst is just a silly little fella. JJ is saying Spyglass should remake every Scream film and go harder with the violence and gore. I mean, there's an argument to be made that Screams 5 and 6 are kind of that. What Screams 1 and 2. I think they're different enough personally. Many would disagree, but I don't know. Yeah, the violence and the gore is definitely stepped up in the newer movies for sure, which I think is a big improvement upon some of these, especially this one. I do like that scene though. Paul is saying this was one of the best chases in the movie and also one of the most intense and scary. It's cool that we get to see and hear voices from the past too. Little Billy and Stu lines in there. Jake's silence is very scary. I'm usually flapping my gums consistently on here. It's be honest, Wayne. It's nice to it's nice to go into ASMR mode for these watch parties once a week. There won't be there won't be a live stream on Friday, by the way, which is why we were able to go live with Craven yesterday. Got a bit of a busy rest of the week. It's Roman's birthday, everybody. Might be an unpopular opinion, but I really like Roman as a killer. Scott Foley's performance. My favorite part about Roman is definitely his performance at the end. I really like that. I just think his motive's kind of dumb. It's very soap opera e for me. I also think like if we're gonna do stuff that affects the original film, have it affect the original film. It doesn't affect it at all. Roman having set up Billy and Stu this whole time, it doesn't add anything to the original movie, which I think kind of sucks. If you're gonna go that route and basically step into prequel territory, do something with it. Make it worth it. Wayne is saying after all the drama with Scream 7, imagine if it's just a lame clone of 3. I would be very upset if they were to go to Hollywood and just do the same thing again. I hope they don't. I hope they're smarter than that. But you never know. It sounds like Spyglass is gonna just do whatever they can to make a movie as of right now. So whatever we get, it's probably gonna be second rate, which makes me sad. Spy Ass is their name. Billy Jennings is saying, I'm just hoping Spyglass takes a step back, gets their shit together, then thinks about Scream 7. I hope so too. I hope so too, Billy. We'll just have to hope. Mark is very inquisitive, asking about the mom. He's just being a good detective. But it kind of doesn't seem like that, does it? You know, that whole scene I think is written really well. And then soap opera. You know, like we always fall back on that. My life. It's like, dude, what? What? I don't know, man. Um, JJ saying Mike Flanagan wrote a treatment for I Know What You Did Last Summer several years ago. It'd be great if he wrote a Scream movie. Mike Flanagan's an interesting choice. I think he's fantastic at writing ghost stories. I wonder what he would do with a Scream film. It would be interesting for sure. It's very straightforward though. You know, I know a lot of people like the humor of the Scream movies. I don't know how much of that would be in a Mike Flanagan script. James is saying I would probably say Scream 3 is better than Jeepers Creepers 3, though I have not seen Jeepers Creepers 3. Dude, you don't even need to watch that one. This movie, see, this movie's fun. Scream 3 is fun. I have my criticisms, and I think there's a lot of weird stuff about the plot that doesn't really make any sense. But it is a fun movie to watch. Jeepers Creepers 3 is not. Jeepers Creepers 3 is not fun, and the plot also doesn't make sense. So, for me, the worst thing a movie can be is boring, and Jeepers Creepers 3, I fear, is that. This movie's not boring. You know, it's a lot of things, but it's definitely not boring. Blucka is saying the fourth Jeepers Creeper is the best one. Oh yeah, Reborn, dude. That's the only one you got to watch. That's the only one you got to watch. Trust me on that. It's interesting seeing Roman become more of a vital character in the third act. But once again, I wish we would have seen more of them throughout. Yeah, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I would rather watch that over Jeepers Creepers for all day, every day. Uh, Once again, we're talking about how movies being boring is the worst thing. Jeepers Creepers 4 is boring and like nothing happens. At least in Winnie the Pooh, you can laugh at some of the dumb shit. He's got our voices. How did that even happen? Billy is saying, why does Scream love sidelining good Ghostface killers? Yeah, I wish we had more Roman throughout this. I think it would have been a better reveal if he had been weaved into the narrative a little more in the first half. For sure, I do feel you there. Wayne is saying you hear the unconfirmed rumor that Melissa, Jenna, and the director hadn't left Scream 7. I mean, dude, there's a new rumor every day, man. There's someone on Twitter's making up rumors every day. It's a factory of rumors over there. Ghostfaces were going to be Christina Carpenter and Leslie Mocker. Sounded horrible. I don't know how true any of that is. I mean, that is the most popular leading theory with Scream 7 at the moment. I just don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. That part of that theory was that it was going to be in Hollywood. Carpenter and Leslie Mocker were going to be the killers. I can't believe that. Like that's crazy. That would have sucked if that's true. I mean, if it is, we dodged a bullet. is how I see it. But I just hard for me to believe that was the original outline. So somehow he was able to slow his pulse there. So, so somehow he was able to just get his pulse to zero and then come back to life immediately afterwards. Big reveal there with Angelina. Ooh, I as much as I don't want to see any more family characters in the Scream franchise, I don't hate Elizabeth Moss as Stu's sister. I don't hate that at all, James. That's actually really interesting. Um, Dylan, if you're not seeing the other chats in the stream, I'm currently streaming to my first and second page. So some people are on Killjoy Jake 1, some people are on Killjoy Jake 2. So if you're only seeing some of the chats, that might be why. Yeah, a lot of these kills are a lot of these kills are very lackluster for me. Like we got a lot of sound effects there, but we just didn't see anything, you know? It's kind of a shame. James is saying, yeah, she was great. Saw the Invisible Man. I think she could pull it off. She was great in that for sure. I loved that movie. That was fantastic. Really scary, really brutal. Talks a lot about trauma too. Poor Parker Posey. Hollywood guy is saying, Jake, shit, I'm late. It's all good. We still got a little bit of the movie left. We'll still see Sydney kick some butt here for the next 20 minutes. S. Gillman is saying, yeah, Angelina gets stabbed in the shoulder and dies instantly. You know, a lot of people complained about Scream 6, like people surviving a lot of things that like don't make a lot of sense. But like the opposite of that is this, you know? I would rather see I would rather people survive things that like don't even make sense versus just getting stabbed once and like that's over. Like that's no fun. It's no fun for me. The opposite I fear is much worse than what we did end up getting. But there's no making everybody happy, right? Dewey getting the knife in the head too is like what is going on? I said this on the last stream, but I really love watching these movies with headphones. You catch a lot of the things in the background a lot better. I just caught a line about a pizza party at the police station that I don't think I've ever caught. I was like, huh, that's interesting. Hollywood guy, thank you so much for the $5, man. Saying, Jake, are you making more Kool-Aid? I need a couple of cups, but make mine sugar-free. Hell yeah, dog, I got you. I offered everybody Sprite when they all came in here first. I don't know how I'm going to deliver that to everyone, but I'm going to try my darndest. Hollywood guy, thanks for the $5, man, and thanks for drinking the Kool-Aid. I appreciate it, man. You want a 7-Up instead? I can make it happen, Blucka. I wish I could, but I can't. Blucka's saying, I want to see a helicopter over my house, drop down a ladder, and see Jake climb down to deliver my goddamn 7-Up and then fly away like an Old Spice commercial. If I had the power to do it, I would. I hope you know that. If I if I had the if it was within my power, I would do it because of how ridiculous that sounds. And I love ridiculous things. I'm an agent of chaos. Dylan is saying one thing I recently heard in Scream 3 is that when Dewey is shooting Roman, you can hear him say, "You can't fucking kill me." Oh shit. See, that's pretty cool. He is like invincible in that ending sequence. This is another thing that bothers me about this scene. Sydney somehow predicted to bring multiple guns. I don't know. I just feel like most people wouldn't have thought to do that. Like the bulletproof vest, okay. A gun, okay. But 2 guns? I don't know. Would she have known that Ghostface was going to make her wand herself? I don't know. Ugh. Maybe if she had like been in a situation like this before in Screams 1 and 2, I could buy it. But I don't know, it just feels like it kind of comes out of nowhere. I love how everyone's just saying she's Sydney fucking Prescott, but like that's not a I'm sorry, that's not a good enough reason for me personally. She stays ready so she doesn't have to get ready. I mean, once again, bring in a gun, a bulletproof vest. I'm with you there, but the 2 guns, and she knew she was gonna get wanded. That's a stretch. I don't know if any final girl would be that prepared. I'm shocked that duct tape didn't rip off Dewey's mustache, man. Aaron's with us. What's up? What's up? How's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm surprised Sidney Prescott hasn't used the Rorschach "I'm not trapped in here with you, you're trapped in here with me" line. Honestly, I'm shocked she doesn't say that in this one either. That's really funny. They should have done a scene where Ghostface gives her the address to the house. I don't know about that. Sarah's saying, I don't think she knew predicted a metal detector. I think it was just the more weapons, the better. I don't know. For me, personally, just my opinion, it's a stretch. I think I would have just liked a line or a moment earlier where we had seen her be like over prepared for stuff. I don't know. Something. Maybe with her and Kincaid. I don't know. Oh, there was oh, interesting. Wes says in the commentary that there was a scene with him giving her directions, but he decided it was too much, like showing him how to, or showing Sydney how to shoot a gun. That would have done it for me. Actually, that would have been perfect. So not only does she know where the gun is, but it was set up and talked about earlier. I'm with you there. That I that actually would have worked. Hollywood guy is saying Scream 3 was supposed to be the ending since it was the trilogy at that point. And if 4, 5, and 6, wait, what? Oh, would I have been okay with Scream 3 being the ending? No, probably not. I really 4, 5, and 6 are some of my favorite movies in this whole franchise. Personally, they add a lot, I think, to the lore, to the characters. It's one of my favorite parts of Scream 3. just where these two are fighting. I'm not crazy about the motive, but the fight here, pretty awesome, pretty badass. Fort Misery Gaming is asking any inside info who Spyglass picked as the new director. I'm hearing conflicting rumors now. Two different people. I'm really not sure what's true. I will say the two people I've heard are not bad picks, just definitely not first choices for sure. Um, they're both people that I think could helm a Scream film, but yeah, like I said, just definitely not my first choices. Sarah Campbell just gifted a Killjoy Jake membership. Thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. And Sarah's at it again. Look at that. Thank you so much, Sarah. I really appreciate the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God, Roman's such a douche. And again, I get what they're trying to do here. Just that's the kill that they give to John Milton. Come on, man. I want to see this guy stabbed 100 times and thrown off a balcony. Something. And we're done with that. We're done with that entire part of the commentary. It's so quick. We're just glossing over it like it's nothing. It's the coolest part of the whole movie. It's a shame. Pretty cool fight though. Pretty cool fight. Can't argue with that. Billy was saying, especially knowing what we do know, he needed a much longer kill. I agree. They just go over it like it was nothing. It's crazy, man. All that setup, and then all we get is a half-assed throat slit. It's like, come on, man. Eli would be amazing. Look what he did with Thanksgiving. Would love Eli Roth. I think he would do great with a Scream film for sure. S. Gilman, I do agree. I think both 3 and 4 have a lot of invention characters that I'm not crazy about, but I just think 4 is a much better movie than this personally. The kills are way cooler. The Ghostface reveal is way more interesting in my opinion, and starts to set up the idea that there's other reasons to become Ghostfaces besides just wanting to kill Sidney Prescott. For the fame, to influence the Stab movies, opens up the franchise to bigger ideas. Keep David Gordon Green away from Scream. Hey, that's entirely fair, man. Entirely fair. This doesn't bug me because it's a better written fake out. This is actually because that's upsetting. You know, it's like, damn, dude just killed Sydney. You know, I really like this part onward. I love. You know, and something else interesting about the assembly cut for this movie is this third act is a lot worse, surprisingly. There's a lot of things about that assembly cut I felt like were big improvements upon the film we all know. The third act significantly harder to follow in the assembly cut. So I think they, in a lot of ways, they did make the right choices with the back half of this movie. There's a few scenes that are cut that are much better. This is a lot more concise. I believe they reshot some of the ending, if I'm remembering correctly, too. Hollywood Guy threw $5 out there saying, "Thank you so much for the support, my friend." Saying, "Jake, I was wondering if Stu survived the TV angle and he would be alive, then would he still have issues with Sydney or attack Kirby?" You know, in Fantasyland where Stu survived, I imagine he would want to go after the people who basically, you know, that in his head he thinks ruined his life. Like Sydney, Gail, Dewey, basically any of the surviving members of the original movies. That's what I think he would want personally. I don't know if he would care about characters like Kirby or like Sam Carpenter. I don't know if he would care about these people personally. But Hollywood Guy, thanks for the $5, man. I appreciate it. That would have to be his motive, I think, if he ever does come back. Mr. Rick's throwing two in there. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. The scene that she holds his hand gets me. Does it make you tear up a little bit? Make you feel bad for old Sydney? This is an awesome scene right here too. This is crazy. I heard it. Whoever said that earlier. Mr. Rick, thank you for the $2, man. I appreciate it. Sorry, dude. I was listening for that line from Roman there, where he says, "You can't kill me." But then, well, little does he know, he would die. I forgot how many times Gail was like, I'm done with that kind of reporting. I'm not doing that anymore. It's simply below me at this point. And then she keeps going back to it. And the overly happy ending. Oh, yeah. I love the dog, too. Something we don't talk about enough with Scream 3. Cute little dog. Big positive. It would be so funny if they put Stab on. Just like, yeah, let's watch that movie. Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen. Good stuff, good stuff. Well, I appreciate y'all listening to my crazy stuff. Me being crazy talking about these movies. Always a lot of fun watching these with you. Next week, we'll be watching TCM, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm very excited for it next Wednesday. We'll be live again on Monday of next week because I'm not going live on Friday, doing some other stuff that day. So unfortunately, got some conflicting stuff going on. But thank you so much. I really appreciate the support from everybody tonight and just hanging out, watching a good movie, man. So thank you all so much. I apologize again to all my Scream 3 fans out there for my criticisms, but I got to get them out there. You know, that's... Got my thoughts on this movie, man, but we respect everyone's opinion around here. I appreciate that nobody was jerks in the chat. Means a lot to me. We all got to respect each other's movies' opinions, man. We're all gonna have a different opinion on things, and that's okay. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. And as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all. Peace out.